anyone in the market for a Range Rover, and particularly it would seem a Range Rover Sport from our Prestige collection, certainly needs to act very rapidly lately, because these vehicles are flying out of our doors, sometimes within 24 to 48 hours of arriving, and this one is probably going to be the case as well. It's a 2014 Range Rover Sport, and it's an Autobiography Dynamic, no less, so even more desirable, and at this price point, under £17,000, still with the option of low deposit finance. Yeah, well, as we said, it's not going to stick around for long at all. In fact, it's barely kissed 88,000 miles, which is a lot lower than many on the market, and of course with our best-selling choice of the 3-litre SD V6 engine, well, for those who are unfamiliar, we'll touch on in a second just why they are so good in terms of combining horsepower, performance, pulling power, but still shockingly good efficiency and economy, particularly for something like a full-size luxury 4x4 such as a Range Rover Sport is. Even its yearly road tax benefits from being so efficient, because some older Range Rovers, for example, certain other 4x4s as well, both petrols and diesels alike, are over £700 a year, sometimes around £750. This one in comparison is £395. Speaking of its condition though, of course it is finished in Chorus Grey, which we found to be a very, very sought after colour for these cars, with perforated ivory leather, those high gloss piano black veneers, and ivory suede headliner as well. It's a gorgeous looking car, and you can certainly see that here. It was most recently serviced by a specialist at 80,000 miles. In addition to a massive history portfolio behind it, it has its all-important cam belt, water pump, tensioners, and pulleys already having been changed. As the Autobiography spec would suggest, it has that uprated 19-speaker, 1700-watt Meridian sound system, of course that full-length panoramic roof, touchscreen display, Bluetooth, USB, and auxiliary inputs, of course, voice-controlled navigation, adaptive cruise control, which again is another sought-after feature on these cars, reverse camera with, of course, front and rear parking sensors, the power opening and closing tail. If you plan to use it as a family vehicle, of course, the seats are already ISOFIX ready. It has triple zone climate control, and finally, to return to the point of that engine, even as a powerful 3-litre 300 horsepower V6, you can still average as high as 40 miles to the gallon out of these cars, which of course are one of the main ways which they set themselves apart from the already popular Range Rover Sports which came before them. Of course, on the motorway that efficiency gets even better, as high as 44 to the gallon, and tying in with that long distance ability, if you were to, for example, use it as a holiday car or a towing vehicle, as so many people do, 440 foot-pounds of pulling power, well, that's certainly plenty of torque to tow whatever you need. So with that price tag of under £17,000 and the option of low deposit finance if you did want to spread out the cost, well, as we said, this is not going to stick around for very long, as none of our Range Rovers do. So if you would like to reach out regarding it, of course you could send us an email to the address shown here on screen, or of course give us a call on 01749 871155, or alternately on our mobile number of 07482 267 439.